Welcome to the New School of Marketing podcast, the place for smart, simple strategies that will amplify your business results. Sharing practical tips, insider knowledge, and actionable advice because marketing is something that every business owner can do. Now, let's get started. Introducing your host, Bianca McKenzie, mum, lover of snow sports, camping, horse riding, and in-demand launch strategist and Facebook advertising knowledge bank.
Welcome to yet another episode of the New School of Marketing podcast. Before we dive in, I would love to pay my respect and acknowledgement to the Palawa people of Lutruwita, who are the traditional owners of the land on which my business operates, and I pay my respect to their elders past, present, and emerging. All right, I'm not sure where you are, but just in case you didn't know, I am located on the northwest coast of Tasmania, and right now we're in our cold season. It's actually more wet than cold at the moment. But anyway, we've just rolled into winter and the days are either dark and wet or crisp and sunny. And I really love the cold, crisp, sunny days. It's just so beautiful. And for a while, I was really hating the wet, but we've seen so many amazing rainbows that I'm kind of coming around to liking the rainy days, as long as I'm inside. But yeah, Tasmania does rainbows really well. There's actually not that much going on in my life right now. I quite like the winter months to pull back, reflect, take a bit of a break. And I recently joined a few local groups and business communities. So that's getting me out of the house, which is good. Last week, I was asked to speak at a local event, which is really awesome. I love hearing from other business owners and getting to know all of the amazing talent in the region. And working from home with two dogs. I've got the company of two dogs, but it can sometimes be a bit isolating and lonely. So I really love these opportunities to get out and connect. Anyway, it was at this event that we got talking about Facebook and Instagram accounts being hacked and what you can do to protect yourself from that. So I thought it'd be a really great topic for this podcast episode. Because I'm in the Facebook and Instagram advertising trenches every day, I'm going to focus on what you can do to protect your advertising account as best as possible with 3 simple steps. Let's look at why you need to protect your account and what could possibly happen if it is hacked. Let's look at what's at stake first. Okay, so firstly, when someone hacks your account, they can gain unauthorized access to your Facebook advertising account, which means they can make unauthorized changes to your ad campaign, they can delete important information, or even use your account for fraudulent purposes. They may also gain access to your financial information, such as your credit card details or your bank account information, like anything that's associated with your advertising account, they can access. They can basically spend your money or they can potentially steal your identity. It's pretty crazy and creepy what could happen. A compromised account can be used to post spammy content or malicious content. Like, you really wouldn't want to do that. So spammy content or malicious content, and that could really damage your brand's reputation. And you spend so much time and effort building it up, so you really don't want to risk it to be hacked because, yeah, that's not good. Another risk is data breaches and privacy concerns. And this one's like a pretty big one, actually, because that could be taken further. So if your account holds sensitive data or personal information about your customers, the hackers could use or expose that data, which could result in legal action against your business, because it's up to you to keep that data safe. And really, it could harm your customers' privacy, which really you don't want to. All up, not really a great outcome, right? You really want to avoid getting hacked and, well, one, risk your money being spent, but also your reputation can be damaged, and, privacy breaches can be pretty severe and pretty serious. So how can you best protect your Facebook advertising account and really mitigate these risks so that you're actually maintaining security and integrity of your business and your brand? Well, the first thing you should do is use strong and unique passwords. A strong and unique password might be tricky to remember, but it's the best way to keep your account secure. Use a password that has a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols, and avoid using common phrases or personal information that can be easily guessed. It's also important to use a unique password and avoid reusing passwords across multiple platforms. It's like really, really important that you do this. The next step is to enable 2FA, two-factor authentication. You have the option to enable two-factor authentication for yourself and for anyone else in your Facebook ads account, and I highly recommend that you do, especially if you've given access to a Facebook ads manager or a team member. I do this like any clients that don't have two-factor authentication, I get them to turn it on straight away because it's so important. So adding two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security, and when it's enabled, you'll need to provide a secondary authentication method, such as a verification code to your mobile device, in addition to typing your password. So it's like double, two factors. So having this double method, like, it might be a bit annoying, but it makes it significantly harder for unauthorized users to access your account. Like, not impossible, but a lot harder. And the third step is to regularly monitor your account activity to make sure nothing sinister is going on. Facebook has a feature called Security and Login, where you can view your active sessions and your recent logins. So if you notice any suspicious activity, like unrecognized devices or locations, you can immediately take action by logging out of those sessions and changing your password. Also, review your ad campaigns regularly to make sure that you stay on top of any unusual or unauthorized changes. Hackers are getting pretty good and smart, so you need to stay on top of these things. Every so often, you'll receive an email or a notification that looks like it's from Facebook or from Meta, with a warning or a notification that something's up, and there's like usually a link that you can click to have it resolved. Here's one thing: do not ever click on those links. If you want to know if it's legitimate, log into your Ads Manager dashboard and go to Account Quality, as it will tell you if something is actually going on. And I repeat, do not ever click on links in your email if they look like they're from Facebook or Meta. Sometimes they are real, but a lot of the time they're not, and you don't want to get hacked that way. You don't want to get it wrong. So get into your Ads Manager dashboard and go to Account Quality and see if something's up right there. Okay, so use these 3 simple steps to protect your Facebook advertising account and keep it safe from being hacked. There are even more advanced steps to protect your accounts, as well as steps to take if you've been hacked, but I will leave those for another episode. These are 3 very solid steps that you can take right now to start protecting your account. Cool. I hope this was helpful to you. And if it was, I would love it if you could leave me a review. Your review will help others find the show and learn more about the amazing world of online marketing. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I can't wait to share more marketing tips with you next week. And remember, if you're ready to take your business to the next level with Facebook and Instagram advertising, make sure you visit newschoolofmarketing.com to download practical free resources, watch my new free webinar, and you can also subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Until next time, take care and market your business every day.